Hello, YouTube. What's going on? Welcome on in. We're going to be playing some more Blueprints on the PC. Welcome to Beggar's View Circus. I'm the beggar. I'm one of the beggars. Actually, it should be beggars plural, right? Is it beggars plural or beggars singular? Like, I know what the AI said, but I'm wondering when you say like the Officers Club or the Sailors Lounge, is it Sailors singular apostrophe S or Sailors S apostrophe? Is it both? How can it be both? Yeah, that's what I thought. It would be beggars. Yeah, so I probably should change the YouTube title. I'll leave it for now. I'll fix it next time. We know it's plural. We know it's supposed to be plural. It'll be between you and me. Nobody have to worry about it. You don't have to worry. It's fine. Hey, these are good. These are honey barbecue sun chips, man. Well, this is Blueprints. Kind of like we had Purple Prince. Used to do those songs, you know, Prince. People might not remember him. You know. I'm kidding, of course. Everybody remembers him. All right, so we're on day 8. I think it's a play on words. You think so? You think because they have a blueprint here, these could be the blueprints? All right. So let me catch you up. Let me catch you up on some of the things. We discovered a few new rooms, one of which is called the Foundation, I think it's called. We can take a look at it when we get there because it's a permanent room that's always going to be in the same spot now from now on, which now tells me there is a purpose to having separate runs. So if you get the Foundation in the wrong room, like the wrong location, you might have to like start a whole new run. We were able to get into the apple orchard, which gave us some more hints. So we have a lot of stuff going on. We have a lot of good things going on. We found some other secrets as well, but let's get into it and just take a look. Might as well, right? Why not, my guy? As much as I'd like to turn this into ASMR, I'm going to try to chew off stage. All right, let's see. We got 70. We got 90. Not bad, not bad. So that means we can do some fun stuff. We can go back and forth to places if we need to. We can make these outlandish trips. All right. So one thing we had was oh, the treasure map's gone. I thought it was permanent. All right, we have a permanent addition called the Apple Orchard. Has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. That's good. And then we have the Foundation, which is the cornerstone of the house, unvarying and unchanging. The Foundation is one of the only constants in the estate which you can truly rely on. This natural cavity search, cavity search, doesn't say that, was hollowed directly out by the proctologist itself, with stone earth walls displaying the underlying polyps and the rest of the mansion's anatomy. There we go. Good enough. It's pretty rare. You draft it one time. All right. Back we go. So we did learn last time that we were reading the architecture guide, and it was telling me not to try to go straight north and get to the antechamber. My rationale trying to do that was make a beeline for that, connect it up, then backtrack. Oh, no, they say. No. You should be going sideways, getting every single room that you can that has resources, aka the den. So they tell you early on, you want rooms that are going to be building resources And that's the hugest of things. All right, and they said also make sure you check every room because a lot of times there are additional items in the room. Now we know that, but I know a lot of times I forget it. I think we've got mostly everything for the paintings. We did get a couple new ones earlier today when I was playing, but nothing exciting. What is that? Yeah, and I did confirm Christopher Manson's role in this is that he designed one special puzzle room called the something. It's called the something. But yeah, he designed one room. So, all right, so we don't need footsteps. So we'll take the pantry. I've always found the word pantry to be a strange word. Pantry. It almost sounds like undergarments. You know? Not entirely comfortable with it. All right. So now they said instead of doing this and continuing on, you want to go explore the other side. Now, because we have a lot of steps, we can do this and we can kind of get away with it. But they said even if you can't get away with it, you probably want to do this anyway. All right, so let's get another key, or one key. We don't even have a key yet. Oh, cool. Coupon book, right? All right, so coupon book makes everything cheaper, which is actually pretty divine because that means I can buy, if I get the commissary, I might be able to buy gems for one coin. It's the unexpected offspring of a pan and a tree. I kind of like that. You know, you got to keep them separated. Offspring. Got it? Yeah, that's what I thought. You see how you scum. Parlor or library? I love the library because I love being able to get the books. But the parlor has resources, so we gotta go with resources. So let's get resources, peanut butter cups. Ooh, we got a nice combo here. We got the coin purse. Each time you collect 3, earn an additional 1 in interest. So we make more coins and we pay less coins. Just like pay less shoes. Hell yeah. That's right. Actually, some of the Offspring's older stuff wasn't bad at all. The black box is black. Okay, so that's the true one. So that means we can have... Let's see if we can find the false one. The black box is empty. That could be true. The black box is true. All right, so one of these has to be false. If this is false, that makes this false. That means this is the one. First album was surprisingly good. Yeah, right? Why is that not right? Black box is true. Black box is empty. Oh, that could have been the false one. No, because it said the black box is black. That's the true one. The gem should have been in there. Oh, because that's a lie. Oh, I did it backwards. I'm so stupid. That was a lie. That means it's not empty. Oh, man, my brain wasn't with me on that one. Well, it's all right. We got a coin purse in here. I guess it was worth it. All right, we got the billiard room, which is another. Oh, look at this. It's gonna make a nice little loopy loop. Yeah, let's do it. I know there's something in here too that I haven't figured out besides the dartboard. I think there's something. Maybe having to do with the pool balls. Well, figure it out another day. Okay, so let's start. Blue is addition, yellow is subtraction, pink is multiplication, and purple is division. Order of operations goes from inside to outside. So it doesn't follow regular mathematical order of operations. You have to do it like this. You have to go, so this one goes to the next one, goes to the next one out in the circle. So 9 minus 7 is 2 times 10 is 20. All right. So we have 18 minus 8 is 10. Times 4 is 40. Divided by 20 is 2. Yeah, okay. All right, so we have 12 plus 4 is 16. Minus 5 is 11. Times 2 is 22. Minus 11 is 11. No, shit. All right, it was 11. I gotta do this whole thing again now. 2 times 9 minus 7 is 2 times 10 is 20. And then we gotta do 18. It's 2, right? Yeah. All right, let's do this one again. 12 plus 4 is 16. Oh, divided by 11 is 2. Duh. I did the division wrong. I'm like, my brain is really soft tonight. It's squishy. I can actually kind of feel it. The soft spot on the top of my infant head has returned. Yes. Yes, I'm your egg carton. I belong here. Green, red, red. Okay. Pride and Bridge. Okay, we've done that one. Did we see the pictures in here? What were the pictures in here? Bat and Bath. We've done that one. And Pine. Okay. All right, we almost screwed ourselves on this. We almost didn't have a way out. I mean, technically, no, we were fine, but it was not a great use of our uses here. All right, commissary is a waste. Chapel is a waste. So only corridor is really what we want in this case. We're going to leave that there. I'm going to go do this one. I know we're wasting a lot of steps, but we have steps to give. Ooh, patio. I don't think I've been to the patio yet. Oh, but the storeroom, right? Yeah, we want to get... Remember, we got to get items first, Chris. Okay. Get your items. Lolly, 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 get your items here. So we did get in the library, we got the book, what was it? Swimbird? This little guy here? Yeah, this is Swimbird. It's a really sad story, actually. I read it and then immediately was depressed. It's about this little bird who wants to go diving in the ocean, wants to swim in the ocean. But all of his friends say, you're a bird, you're supposed to be up in the sky. Listen to your friends and go fly. And he says, yeah. And they're like, your friends know what's best for you. You should do what they tell you to do. And they basically turned it into a whole thing where he's kind of like sad. And then at the end, it's like he says, I will no longer have dreams. I'll do what my friends do. And I will not smile or laugh. I'll let them do that for me. I wanted to cry. I just listened to Kick Him When He's Down off the Offspring's first album. Yeah, it's like I said, we used to skate to that stuff. You know what I mean? It was thrasher music before it became like, I don't even know what they became. They became like weird, like pop. All right, we have plane and plan already, so. Yeah, we have star and stairs, so we're good with that. Maybe we'll try to figure out the letter puzzle, the alphabet puzzle. All right, security would be best here, I think. I hate to spend a gem this early. I mean, I guess I could do chapel and hold on to my gems. Lose a coin, but this would only give me one room. Be very easy to get trapped. I would hate to lose all these steps, so yeah, let's do security. Hate to spend it, but security! All right, now I've read everything in here before, so blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Okay, that's where I got that from then, because I remember I was saying, oh, the red ones are lies. And I couldn't remember where I saw it before. But you know, that's the weird thing, though. That could just be a lie in and of itself, right? I mean, why should we believe this over other things? All right, let's go to the computer. Welcome. Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. Did we miss anything? Nothing. Okay. Keycard system. All right, so we'll change it from medium to low. An offline mode will be from locked to unlocked. So if we shut off the power, security doors will be unlocked for us. It's good. All right, to security menu. Okay, so key card system, we did that. Log into network. Swan song. All right, password accepted. Connecting to network. I love how it's the old dial-up sound. 56K modem. Burn, were you ever a skater or fluffy? Skateboarder, I should say, because sometimes you say skater and people legit think you mean roller skates or rollerblades. Staff announcements, request schedule, special orders. Yes, special orders. Place a special order. I tend to like the magnifying glass. We ended up getting the dark room, the utility closet, so we're able to turn the lights back on in the dark room, and we had the magnifying glass. So we were able to get, that's how we got the padlock combination for the apple orchard. I probably should put spoilers in this, but like in the title, there's lots and spoilers. I was into rollerblading. I missed that. I wish I was young again. Yeah, that's rollerblading's rough, man. It's when you're older, it's really rough. Even just regular roller skating is pretty rough. I don't know if we will need the magnifying glass for anything else. Yeah, let's order it. Just in case we find something else we want to look at. I mean, I found so many things with a magnifying glass that we needed. There was also another one that told us green memos in Hartley's room are always false, is what it said, which I'm not really sure I buy that, but all right, we can't get to any remote terminals. All right, we can't get email from here. We have to do it from the office. We can't do data transfers. All right, so we'll log out. I did a little longboard skating and rollerblading. Nice. Yeah, I'm assuming longboard meaning like the boards that, you know, we use to ride ramps and stuff like that. I guess spare room. The bedroom is a dead end. Drawing room, I don't want to pay a gem right now. Besides, I want to keep drawing room for the end. All right, so we've opened that one. Let's check this one. Yeah, I used to skate mostly like ramp and a little bit of street skating, but I was not a very good street skater. The dark room I no longer need. So let's get the commissary. It's a little early for commissary, but I don't really care. We'll get a commie sale going on. Crow and boat. Oh, crow and row. So C. All right, give me a sec here. C. Crow. Row. I don't think we checked in security for pictures either, but that's fine. I really don't care at this point. It's amazing that I still am getting ones that I haven't seen yet, or haven't recorded, I should say, at least. All right. Day 20 and 21. Okay, well, it's not day 20 or 21. Well, back in the day, remember the boards were normally 12 to 15 inches long. I did the 22 to 28 inch board. No, I don't remember those. Honestly, don't remember those. We get the magnifying glass. That's not a bad deal. Yeah, we'll grab that. You bought magnifying glass. My doctor says I have to take a laxative. Not in my store, you don't. Ooh. Garage has 3 keys in it. Costs a gem. But we could get outside. Because we have a lot of steps. So if we get a utility room, we could come back and we could get outside. I think in this case it's garage. Can I check the rarity on it? Right click it? No. All right. Yeah. Oh, I don't have any gems. Damn it. Stupid. This is what screws me over. This is what screws me over. And they say it right in the guide too. I think that's kind of cool that they put a guide in the game. You actually have to go to a room, get a book, order a book, come back to it. The next time you get to that room, you get to read the book, and the book is a guide on how to play the game. That's pretty freaking slick. And it has real tips from real players in it, which is great. The Commissar's in town. I love that song. I could never figure out if I liked the version that was in, I guess, Russian, maybe? If there's anything on here. Don't turn around. Uh-oh. The Commissar's in town. Uh-oh. Why the more you live, the faster you will die. That is the Commissar. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Espin. Okay, we do not have her listed under people. So let's do Lady Clara Espin. The magazine. The west wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Okay, so that's in 1983, so that's a long time ago, so we don't have to worry about that. But we could actually put the date though. June 15, 1983. Okay, cool. Which is funny. I haven't had a yeah, maybe it was it was sure. No, didn't Falco do both? I thought Falco did both of them. They did one in, yeah, maybe it was in German. Or maybe the band I'm thinking of was not Falco, and then Falco covered it later. Because now Falco did Amadeus. Oh wait, we can go to the foundation? Hold up. Okay. So here's an interesting room. It's called the foundation. And there's a way to get down into that hole, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get that thing to move. So I don't know. All right, so chapel, kitchen, veranda. Ooh. Oh, I don't have gems again. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. It's like I'm screwing myself over. Wait, literally. I would link for you, but I know you don't want the hit on YouTube. Let me see. So I want to check something out. I want to see like the progression of that. Commissar. Yeah, the original was by Falco. After the fire. The commissar. I'm not sure. Not sure what the difference is. Let me see. Yeah, recorded by Austrian artist Falco in 1981. An English translated cover version by the group After the Fire. Okay, so After the Fire did the English one. I got it. Hey, what's up, Bean? How are you? Bean.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord. You want some Dude Sweet? You got it.
What does mine say? Sweet. What about mine? Dude. What does mine say? Sweet.
That's right. Yeah, you know I do. Yeah, been a long time. Yeah, I just literally this week started getting back on a schedule for streaming. I've tried and I've said I was getting back on a schedule many times and just kind of broken the schedule and just not really gotten to it. But I will be trying to stick to the schedule now. Okay, so we don't need that yet because we can go through the foundation and use this to move forward a little bit. Have you seen this game yet? Have you seen Blueprints? Game is wild. It's all action. Actually, it's not. Yeah, a while ago. Well, it just released. So, it's out of like the demo phase and so on. So when did it release? The 10th? Yeah, the 10th. I don't know if it was beta, if it was the demo. The demo only allowed you to play for a few days though. Yeah, that was when the demo was out. You could only do 4 days. And then you have to start a new save, do another 4 days, another save and do 4 days, and then that was it, and you couldn't delete your saves. I even tried going into the files. I even tried messing around with the Steam directory. I even tried uninstalling Steam. I had to go on a different computer with a different Steam account because even on the same computer with the same Steam account, I could not delete those files. Oh yeah, no, they seriously, they made it so they were serious. They were like, no, we do not want people figuring this game out during the demo. So we're hardcore cutting your knees off. But it is deep. It's a deep game. All right, use key. All right, let's see. The observatory is not good for us. Oh, well, we got breaker box. I mean, breaker box. Oh yeah, breaker box, because we can turn the garage on, right? Because we said we're gonna go to the garage. Oh, we didn't have the thing for the garage though, right? Yeah, whatever. We'll put it on now. Or the foundation room. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of newer stuff. There were gems in the game, but there weren't people didn't get far enough to get to the foundation. I know that they say they also deliberately kept certain rooms out of the demo, that they wanted to be more of a surprise when you got to the game. All right, so let's see. This could connect to chapel, but it doesn't have to. And I still don't have a gem to get in there. All right, so I got to do closet because I got to get items because I am screwed. I just have nothing. All right, I got to re-roll. the ivory dice, and the gem. And the thing is, it's not just this isn't just beat the game. This is like what was that one that came out earlier with that the game was not about beating the game, it was about solving all the puzzles. Animal Well. How you doing, baby boy? He's not a baby anymore. Baby boy is big boy now. Pilot. And what is that? Yeah, he's 8 years old. He's 8 years old. We played basketball this year. I coached his team because they didn't have a coach. All the other dads looked at their shoes when they said, we don't have a coach for the third grade team. They're not going to have a team this year. So I start at the end of the meeting because we signed him up, right? And at the end of the meeting, I start walking over to the head guy of the CYO because it was for all teams. It was a huge thing. And Patrick's like, Dad, what are you doing? Dad, what are you doing? I said, I'm gonna go coach. He's like, grabs me and he goes, you can't coach basketball? I was like, yeah, but they don't know that. I was like, you keep your mouth shut. So he did. Little did he know that I actually, well, he knows I taught for 10 years, but as I understand enough basketball to coach it. Quite a bit of it, actually. All right, so this is, what would this be? Park? Pilot? So the idea is the two pictures should be the same word minus a letter. So for instance, we had one that had a tent and the number 10. So tent and 10. So what would this be? Pilot and plot? Pilot and plot. Ooh, that's a good one. Pilot and plot. Okay, hang on. This is one of those games you got to actually like write the stuff down. All right, so pilot and plot. What did we lose? An I. So we got to put that under I. So I. Pilot, plot. I like that one. That one's clever. All right. All right, we did get a gem now, so we can use a gem. We only have one way out through the... Oh no, we have a spare room too that we can go through. All right, I'm gonna leave chapel there for now because we have plenty of steps. I ended up getting 90 steps to start the day with. The letters, it's a lot of letters. Let's see, it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. It's like over 40 letters at this point. So I don't know if it makes up a word, a sentence, a name. We're not really sure. But I have most of them. Yeah, I have most of them already, so. Yeah, like this one. Oh, wait, no. Card and car. Do I have card and car? Yeah, I have card and car. Okay. Where are we going? Down through security through the spare room. All right. We burned off almost all of our extra steps already. So like this one is row and crow. And this is where it explains to you what to do. Like this is how we figured out that this is what we need to do. Is because it says with and without. So it tells you, okay, this has crow, row. You go, oh, this is with a C. This is without a C. Oh. And they have stuff like this. Check this out. If you don't have the magnifying glass, you can't look and see that the password is Swan Song. So there's lots of cool stuff. See the italicized words? I've been writing those down because I'm pretty sure those make a code. The red notes are false and the blue notes are true is what they said. But I'm not sure if we should believe that. And This game eventually, I bet, turns on. Hasn't right now. I don't think we can actually get cigarettes though, unfortunately. I would love to have a cigarette in game because I can't have them in real life. So this is the security room with its computer that actually works. Yeah, nostalgia, right? Tell me about it. Imagine, yeah, imagine that today, a cigarette machine. You know what they should have? They should have like because they should have dispensary machines so people don't have to go to the dispensary. Now, I don't personally do that. Used to. But I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, just have the old style cigarette machines, but you can get yourself a doob. Not in Texas? You guys haven't caught up yet? Oh, man. They're going the other way. Wow. Why would they outlaw THC? Yeah. I mean, they should outlaw alcohol if they're going to do that. Alcohol is by far the more dangerous of the two. All right. Take hallway because that's the only thing we can really do. This is one of the few rooms that doesn't have paintings in it. Bring back prohibition. Yeah, you know, if you're gonna pick on, you know, a harmless one. Block and lock, I have that one. Okay, I can't go that way, but I can go this way. All right. Secret passage. See, I want to try this, but I don't want to spend my gem on it. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. But I'm not sure how it works, but I haven't been in it yet. Oh, well, I guess I have to because no, you know what? Take the extra steps, maybe. Yeah, take the extra steps. Don't spend the gems yet. Sadly, not in Wisconsin. You figure Wisconsin to be on top of that shit, right? Relatively, I wouldn't say liberal, but a relatively, hey, key card. All right. Even though we've already got security and we could just shut the power off the security system because I think we had the, oh no, we had closet. Did we do the electric room yet? Yeah. Yeah, utility closet. Yeah, so technically we could just shut off the doors to the security rooms anyway. I think we did. I hope we did. I don't know. Wisconsin, former home of the craziest quarterback ever, Aaron Rodgers. This has got to mean something. The one thing this game does not have is there's no ARG. So no like offline Aaron. Love that skit. Yeah, so there's no like offline community puzzles to solve, which actually is kind of fine by me because those always get solved in like 6 days anyway, so it's like I never get to be a part of them. So if I can't be a part of them, nobody else gets to be a part of them either. F them. All right, back in the commissary. Don't turn around. Uh-oh. The commissary's in town. Uh-oh. Do I need to go back and check the, Yeah, I don't think I shut the security system off. Ugh. I hate to waste the steps to do it, but kind of have to. Oh, this room has no pictures in it either. I didn't even know that. All right. Yeah, key card system. Turn it off. I did not turn it off. Shut the gymnasium off too. No, not the dark room. Shut the gymnasium off because the gymnasium, if we roll it and the lights are not on, then we can get through. We don't have to like take the penalty for going through it. Not really. We have a thing called the Tavern League, which is like a guild for the bars. That's interesting. I must be relatively dense because I had not yet thought of the fact that people might not push through marijuana legislation because they have vested interest in alcohol sales. I think part of it is, to me, that idea is nonsense because the two are, number one, completely different. So just because you like one doesn't mean you're going to like the other and stop doing the other one. In fact, most people who do one do both at the same time. In fact, when I used to drink and smoke and drink, drink and smoke and smoking and drinking, I used to drink more alcohol if I had marijuana than if I had no marijuana. And if I had alcohol, I would be more tempted to go get marijuana back when I did both. Now I do neither. now I do like actual, like, what would we call it? Therapeutics, I guess. Hey, Craig. What's up, Craig? Call me. Call me, maybe. All right, how is it? This goes red, right? How are we supposed to do this? I forget. Do we have to get a blue one first? How were we getting blue before? I'm trying to remember. I used to drink a lot more, but I've chilled out on it a lot. I've completely chilled on it. Like, I no longer even consider it. So wait, how would I turn this one pink then? Oh, there we go. No. So this one needs to be red. Then I cycle through. Shoot. How'd that one turn back to blue? Eventually you want to stop 100%. Yeah, I mean, really, once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. There we go. Okay, so they're all purple now. That's good. I think the hardest transition for, like, not drinking is just getting used to the fact that you don't drink anymore. Stage and Sage, we have that one. You don't actually end up missing it as much as you think you would, but it's the social stuff that kind of gets you. Or the not having, like, you know, beer and cigarettes. We had this nice little wine cooler for years. Fans started making noise and I was like, meh, not drinking anymore anyway. We just unplugged it. Oh, the fan on the see, all right, I'm reading this going, I'm thinking you have this nice little wine cooler, meaning like a wine cooler, like the drink, a wine cooler. And that the fans, because we were talking about football for some reason, I was thinking of the fans in the stands were drinking the wine coolers and getting too loud, so you stop drinking. But no, you're talking about an actual cooler that you put wine in, and the cooling fan started making noise. Yeah, wine fridge, yeah. Like a wine fridge, a Weinstein. Spread gems in each green room. Oh, actually, we do need that. Yeah, we need this. Strangely, I don't drink socially anymore for years. I'd rather be sober when socializing. My main drink now to relax is enhance enjoyment of activities. I quite literally don't I don't socialize, I don't relax, and I don't drink. I do none of those things now. With all the health BS I've been through in the last... Yeah, exactly. Drinking rate super low. Yeah, I hear that. That's kind of where mine came from too. Was more of a matter of just health stuff. Like this is the first soda that I'm gonna have in a while, and it's the last one I'm gonna be able to have in a while because I can't drink soda now. Go figure. The guy that used to do fake ad reads for Coca-Cola can't drink soda. Feel so much better when healthy. Absolutely. I think the deal breaker for me on the alcohol was the like 6-day hangovers. A 3-day hangover or a 2-day hangover is kind of like, yeah, you know, it's rough, but you get by. But you get that 6-day hangover, it's like you pay a whole week. Like, I don't know. I don't know about paying a whole week for it. Another lock. Dang it. Okay. Now remember, we can re-roll. Yeah, I don't want the dark room. Oof, that was close. We almost lost. All right, bedroom. Show us what you got. Show them what you got. All right, did we look at this with the magnifying glass? I think we did, right? I don't see anything. That might be something, but probably not. So we found out something wild about this game. Yeah, Colin, I don't drink soda. I eat healthy. I don't eat junk food. I drink plenty of water. Take herbs. I figure a little alcohol every now and then. Yeah, absolutely. If you're taking good care of yourself, why not? We drink a lot of water now in this house. What I found though is I drink more water if I'm able to flavor it slightly, or even get that stupid stuff that has no flavor but just has a scent to it. I will actually drink more of it. So I get like the little mixers and I put a tiny bit in. Seems to help. Water's good too. Like I can drink the water without it, but I find that I drink more of it if it's got a little flavor to it. Oh, I wanted to look at this, right? Okay, so no, there's nothing on the pendant. I knew I should have screenshot the other one. All right, she does not have a mole in this one. And she's wearing a different... She doesn't have the bow, and she's wearing a different necklace. That's really odd. Well, it's funny. My wife's grandmother, who we took care of for a long time between when she turned 85 and when she turned 90. Well, actually, when she passed away when she was 90. But we took care of her a lot, so we used to have to come by and, you know, make lunch for her. So we'd sit with her for an hour, and then I'd go back to work, or my wife would go back to work, and then go back again at night, hang out, do dinner with her. But yeah, she used to always have a glass of water, and she used to just take a big sip of it and always say, "Ah, God's elixir." So we still to this day bust that one out. My son is always like, "Huh?" And now he started saying it. He started doing the God's elixir. It's actually kind of true. Observatory? I think we do the observatory. I know that we're going to spend a gem on this, but we actually, when we look at the stars, we will get something back. I'm not sure what we get today. Diamonds minus. We only get one? Oh, bullshit. Well, at least we didn't lose our gem, I guess. Oh, hang on. Wait, what was, oh shit. What was 3? 3 was a slice, would have been 3 steps. All right, so diamond is minor. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. Farmer's apple. All right, so we got clavis, 5 gems. So it's 11. We want to get to 11 and keep it at 11. like the graphical style. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We found something cool about this game. I drink lots of ginger beer. Oh, I love ginger beer. Helps with constant nausea. It's one of my favorite drinks in the entire world. And that's actually a soda I can drink, especially if it's the closer you get to traditional ginger beer, which is actually neither contains ginger nor beer. It's very hard to get the real, like, authentic ginger beer, which is more of a fermented. It's not alcoholic, but it's fermented more like a kombucha, but doesn't taste like kombucha. It tastes like the ginger beer that we're used to. It's heavily spiced. Oh, you get Bundaberg? Yeah, Bundaberg's amazing. Bundaberg's great. Plus the Aussies are amazing. Yeah, a really good one is it begins with an F. Fentimans. If you can find Fentimans, get that, because that's really good. Now it's not traditional, it's a soda. But yeah, the traditional ginger beer is not even a soda. Some of it's not even carbonated. It's really good. But even the soda kind I really like, and I can drink that. I think it's just the colas that I'm having trouble with, and specifically Pepsi and Coke. Their colas are hitting me in a bad way, and certain other like sort of weird brands, like off-shelf brands that nobody has. They taste so gross now. Yeah, a lot of them do. All right, this also has this puzzle here, which I'm not entirely sure what this is, but these two match up. When you spin this one around, you can actually find the matching scene for that on here. Down here. No, it's here somewhere. Hold up. I had them matching the other day. Oh, I'm not bothering it right now. Is it the sugar, the caramel color? I forgot what's... No, I think it's I think there's an additive in it, and I forget what it's called, but I'm pretty sure there's an additive to it. It's especially Diet Coke is the worst one for me. Then it's regular Coke, and then Coke Zero. Like Coke Zero I was able to tolerate for a long time, and now it's just, it causes inflammation, it causes pain in my joints, it causes a pain like right here through my muscles, it causes sometimes heart palpitations, like really weird stuff. Like 40 foods, so things I can eat and drink are stupid limited. Yes, I hear you. Yeah, I'd have to go through and look at the ingredients list, but we had narrowed it down and said it's got to be one of these like chemicals. The aspartame, yeah, but there's no aspartame in regular Coke. All right, so we had Thai and thyme, so we've done that. All right, so nothing else in here, so we gotta head out. It's the planetarium. Okay, I can't go here. Mother of friff. Did we friff it? Are we locked out? Are we freaking locked out here? Are we locked in? Are you my friend? Then step this way. Step that way. Step this way. Yeah, I can't get anything now. Damn it. Plus, I don't think Diet Coke does aspartame anymore. I think it does that other weird one, not the Truvia kind, but there's another. I forget what they call it. Maybe they do aspartame, and the Coke Zero does a different one. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and caffeine. Oh, on the regular Coke, yeah, that's nonsense. It doesn't even list like natural. Does it say natural flavors? Yeah, there it is. Natural flavors. That's where they hide it. Yeah, they hide it with natural flavors, because technically speaking, everything's natural, right? You can sneak a lot of stuff in there as long as they're not putting plastic in your soda. Well, you notice now, they used to list it as artificial flavoring. Nobody calls it that anymore. You know damn well they're putting it in, right? And what's in their caramel color, and what's in their corn syrup and their what's in their high fructose corn syrup as well. You know, there's lots of different ways of making that. Some FDA BS, probably. Yeah. What are they hiding? It's preservatives. It's all for shelf life. This is essentially what it is. Shelf life and flavor. Yeah, I try to get the Mexican one too. And you know what's funny? That might be why they list that. Oh no, because on the website, actually the Mexican. Did you hear that the Mexican one now has Oh, you buy Jarritos. You don't buy the Mexican Coke. As I was going to say, the Mexican Coca-Cola now has high fructose corn syrup in it in America. When you buy Mexican Coca-Cola in America, it is no longer the same as the Mexican Coca-Cola they make in Mexico. Isn't that freaking crazy? It's nuts. And I told my wife, I told her 2 years ago, I said, they fucked with this. I said, I can taste it. I said, don't take a soda man to task on this, because they with it. 2 years later, I said, you know what? I'm going to prove it. I looked around and they had just had to come out and say, yes, we no longer actually import Mexican Coca-Cola from the Mexican bottling companies. And we no longer make it to the specifications. We now make it different than our American Coca-Cola. But yes, we still use the high fructose corn syrup in it. They're trying to kill us, I think. No, it's quite literally, how long will it last on the shelf and how addictive is it going to taste? They don't want to kill us. They want to take our money. Killing us is stupid, because then they don't make money. What they want is to make money. And to make money, they have to have products that last longer, that taste better, and that make people want to take them more. Unfortunately, all the things that make you want to take something more, that are addictive, are usually bad for you, or wouldn't be so bad for you if they weren't addictive, because then you wouldn't take them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Canadian would work. They don't do that either. Again, I think they don't actually import anything from Canada. If they were to do that, they would tell you it's a Canadian one, and they would just make it here, the same way they always make it here. They don't have to pay Social Security as much if we die early. Yeah, but the soda companies aren't paying our Social Security. The government pays our Social Security. The soda companies do not. I mean, the soda companies pay taxes, but their taxes don't go to our Social Security. Believe me on that. Their taxes go to some separate IRS function, I'm sure. Get put in and get sent to the millionaires, bazillionaires, and everybody else. It's absolutely amazing. They're in cahoots for my conspiracy theory about corkboard. Well, I mean, yeah, the corporations, the government are in cahoots, but not to the point where the corporations give a shit about Social Security. They really don't care. In fact, the corporations would rather we get big Social Security checks so that we will then spend it on their stuff. The job of the corporations is to take money from us and from the government, or to force the government to not take their money. That's their job. That's in their best interest. They don't. Partnering up with the government is only going to help them if the government cuts them breaks. So trying to kill us so the government doesn't have to pay us Social Security, then they don't have people to sell their shit to, and they don't get anything from the government on the other end, is not in their interest. So no, the way the conspiracy goes is with it is that the corporations are either running the government, or the corporations and the government are cutting each other deals so that they can coexist and leech off of us at the same time. But I would be willing to bet in either of those situations, the corporations are the ones that make out the best out of this. Everybody really tags the government for all this shit, and everybody's like, the government, stop government waste and do this and government that. And hey, government's the least of our worries. we live in a I don't even know what you would call it. It's not. They say it's an oligarchy. It's not an oligarchy. It's literally corporations. It's not individuals. It's not rich individuals. It's companies. Companies run everything. And yes, some of the companies are run by these rich individuals, but most of them aren't. Most of them are kind of conglomerates and run by holding companies and shit like that. So I don't think we had anything. And see, that's why we call this show. This is the Beggar's View Circus. Beggar's View Circus, not Beggar's View Circus. The Beggar's Spew Circus. No, the Beggar's View Circus, because we don't play video games out here anymore. We rant. We rant about stuff. I got my whole rant about what I can fix. I can fix everything that's wrong with both parties. I can fix them. I could fix both of them. We could go back to the 80s and be back like back then. Wasn't great then either. The relationships weren't all that great. The government was not all that great either. And both parties weren't all that great. But at least at that point, we didn't have career politicians. But I can fix it. I don't even have to change any of the laws for donations and stuff like that. I just know what works. Corporatocracy, yeah, that's probably it. But I love CLB rants. That's why I'm saying. That's why we're doing this. And that's why I started streaming again. Really, is because it's like, it's not so much that that I missed the video games. I was playing the video games still. It's just that I missed having a soapbox to rant on, and then I can go back and listen to the rant 2 years later and go, oh my God, I sound so stupid. I could listen to you talk about assorted topics all day. Well, that's what this is. That's what this is. This is the View Circus. We're just here begging. So my thing is, and I figured out what the problem is. The problem is that we're no longer having discussions. We're no longer having discussions. We're having shouting matches. We're having hate fests, and we are just driving each other insane. And both parties have things that are wrong with them, and it's different things. But if you were to correct those two, they're not small, but these two major things that this one's doing and this one's doing, we'd be able to talk again. But unfortunately, what they've done is they've taken these two very extreme sides and they've held it up. They said, this is it. This is what you get, which is not what everybody in here is thinking. It's these little groups over here shouting very loud, and everybody's in the middle going, I guess I like that side because they like a lot of the stuff I do. So I guess I have to chant and shout and do this stuff. And the same thing on this side. They're like, oh, I guess I like this side. I guess I have to say that they're ruining values. And meanwhile, we're all just sitting here going, no, we all, if we all sat down together, didn't know what each other believed politically, and just didn't know anything about that, and people just met each other from different parts of the country, everybody'd be fine. Everybody gets along fine. That's the big myth. Everybody in America gets along fine. But that's not what they tell us. They tell us we don't get along fine. They tell us we're fighting. They tell us that we have such vastly different views on the world that we can't possibly accept what the other side believes. Which is nonsense, because we all believe the same damn thing. I have an example for it, but I don't think I want to bring out this example, because I will get fire roasted from either side if I bring it up. But I'll just say, let's just say there was a topic where there's a nice middle ground that everybody pretty much that's reasonable agrees upon. But because we have two fringe parts that are yelling, it has to be all or nothing. We can't have a middle ground. We can't have it where everybody says this is the sensible line. We have to have it on these two wide sides. And they have to say, well, when they say they'll take a middle ground, they're lying. They're going to just come in here and they're just going to knock us over. And then they say, yeah, well, they're going to come over here and they're going to knock us over. And it's like, we can't, because we give this up. We give 1 inch. We're going to lose it. We don't compromise. But the middle ground thing that we could all agree on, that we would all probably agree on and have no problem with, is right there for the taking. So they did a politics, or or more like team sport than absolutely. It's cheering for laundry now. It's quite literally cheering for laundry. It's cheering for your mascot. Are you a donkey or an elephant? You know, I think that's the greatest thing they ever did was make one party the donkey party and the other party the elephant party, because it just shows you. Yeah, you're either a donkey or you're an elephant. And everything that goes with being a donkey and everything goes with being an elephant. There you go. I feel more like an otter. Exactly. That's the whole point, is most of us aren't even mammals. Most of us are like fish or an insect. I'm a fungus, you know, or we're plants. You know, the majority of the life on this globe is not mammals. Mammals are by weight the smallest fraction of living beings on the planet. I'm a fungi, yeah. I'm definitely a fungi. But this is the thing, is that we become so convinced that we cannot accept the leaders of the other side. And it was when the Democrats had a president, it was can't accept on the Republican side. When the Republicans have a president, it's they can't accept on the Democrat side. Granted, the Democrats are a lot louder and extremely angry at the current president, whereas the Republicans didn't like the president, but still were trying to ruin him and still trying to get him out and trying to do horrible things to get their agenda pushed, right? And the fact of the matter is, they both sucked. Or they both, they're the but I don't want to get into it because I know some people love either one or the other. But as far as presidents go, I mean, it remains to be seen when we get 50 years down the road, because I always told everybody when everybody hated on George W. Bush, I said, we're going to look back on George W. Bush and wish that George W. Bush was in power, because we're going to end up with crazies coming up. And it's crazies on both sides, all the way down to the floor. What I'm hoping is in 2028, we go back to sanity and like just get people that we can hate on an honest and fairly American level, not on this like vitriolic, like psychotic rage that we all have now. You baby hate nothing but mammals. There we go. So let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, so much crazy, so much corrupt. Make politics boring again. 100%. That's something I would vote for. We got to get rid of all the old assholes. Well, that's the other thing too. This is the other thing that drove me crazy. It's this battle between the Zoomers and the Boomers. And they're like, you've been in here too long. It's time for us to take the wheel. It's like, hey, slow down. Gen X hasn't had a shot. No, Gen X get a chance? Nope. Gen X, move over. Zoomers coming. No, we want it. No, Zoomers are coming. The Boomer's like, get out of here, Zoomers. Gen X, just sit over there. Be quiet for a second. Let me handle this. And we're just sitting here going, huh? The failure is on us because we failed to push to take control. The Gen X generation. We failed to push to take control. And now we're just letting the Zoomers walk in and try to take the control while the Boomers are still sitting there going, can't have it. These are people in their 80s and 90s. They should not be running a government. They should not be driving a car. Most of them should have their licenses revoked. Most of them should be eating pudding and going to bed at 3 p.m. Kids are better seen, not heard. Yeah, that's basically what we are. We're like the middle children of America. This is real 100%. The absolute silent generation, but silent in a bad way. Like we didn't even know it was our turn yet. Remember the mid-2000 boomer management were prepping for retirement. They were prepping for retirement and they just never left. Every other generation wanted to stop working at some point. Every other generation wanted to stop. The boomers are the only generation that insists they're going to work until they actually die on the job or get yanked out of there when they're senile after they've blown something up. Then the GFC hit. With the silenced generation, I like that. That is true. We have been silenced. But then again, like I said, we allowed it to happen. We allowed it to happen. You know, had we been more vocal, we would not be in this situation. We would not be run by geriatrics that are off their medication, you know? And again, this is both sides. I'm not picking one or the other. You know, they're all pushing 80, 85. We got some young ones that are in there with some spirit and some common sense. You know, I would kind of wish that all those young ones get from both sides would look at the top ones and just go, ignore them. We'll start doing things and we'll start figuring things out. Because like I said, there's very, 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 very good middle ground that everybody can pretty much agree on. But they're not letting us pick the middle ground. They're saying you have to pick chocolate or vanilla. It's like, can we just get like Neapolitan? You know, what if I don't even want ice cream? By the time they're ready to kick on mentoring millennials, yeah, it's like we got skipped in the rotation here. I've tried to push myself up the chain, but the executives wanted, yeah, and that's the thing is, and now they're saying I'm too old. Before they were saying they needed somebody that was more experienced. I got the experience, and they said we need to get somebody that will work cheaper. You're overqualified, and now I'm too old. It's amazing. No. It's not that you didn't push. I'm just saying that we as a generation did not insist on it. The boomers did, and now the millennials are insisting on it. They're insisting. This is our time. Get out of the way. The boomers are insisting it's theirs. Like we just took it and politely sat back down. You know, we saw too many Brat Pack movies. And decided that it would be better to be entertained. It would be better to be entertained than to go out and deal with all those headaches. We feel near the highs. No, we feel highs and lows. We feel tremendous highs and lows. But that's the problem, is that we're so much in our feels that we forgot to go and take the trash out. You know, we got too caught up in being comfortable, being entertained, having the things that we wanted as kids that we couldn't have. And we figured good enough is good enough, because most of us are fat, dumb, and happy at this point. And we just lost that fight. Yeah, I know it's a Simpsons quote. I remember it well. We feel neither highs nor lows. What's it like? They had a lot of good quotes back in the 90s, which is hilarious that it was back in the 90s that they said that. That's insane that I stopped watching The Simpsons in the 90s. I literally did. It was a conscious choice. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I mean, I watched reruns, but nothing new. Yeah, back when The Simpsons was good. But again, The Simpsons got taken over by the boomers who said, oh, wait, we can make money off of cartoons? Hand that over. We know how to make things funny. Look, Donald Duck. Look, Bugs Bunny. It's like, no, I wanted Simpsons. Ren and Stimpy is another one that got crushed. They gave it to Ralph Bakshi? Why? John K. and Ralph Bakshi are not the same. Oh, it's like Ren and Stimpy got ruined. Family Guy was kind of always in its weird middle ground anyway. What's the other ones? I don't know. There's other ones. Watching Ren and Stimpy as a 4-year-old was wild. Yeah, absolutely right. I make my son watch it now with me. Our newest thing is the Happy Happy Joy Joy song. We drive my wife insane with it. Or don't whiz on the electric fence. It really sticks in my craws when I get lumped in with boomers because I'm mid 40s. Yeah, I mean it's insane when I try to. And here's the thing too. You cannot argue with a millennial about this, or a Zoomer for that matter. You know what they said when I tried to explain to them what a boomer is? I said, listen, boomers are baby boomers. Do you know when the baby boomers happened? Do you know what the baby boom was? And then they said, yeah, shut up, boomer. I was like, I'm not a boomer. They're like, Okay, whatever, boomer. It's like the fact that you're saying you're not a boomer means you're a boomer. And I'm like, well, then you're a boomer. And they're like, yeah, whatever, boomer. It's like, forget it. Back when Saturday Night Live was good. I don't know. There was some good stuff in the 2000s for Saturday Night Live. Not the 2000s, but the 2010s. There was some actually really funny stuff that went on. I cashed out on the Will Ferrell era. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I like his movies. I did not like his Saturday Night Live stuff, except for one really great skit where he yells at the wife on the phone to get her to hang up the phone because she tells him to help me get off the phone. And he like screams insane things at her. That was a good one. Or do things for the perks that boomers had. Crazy, unmentionable things. Yeah, can you imagine? It's like... It really is strange. Like I said, it really is strange. But I think that's kind of what we have right now. Is we have here's the thing with Gen X. We had this entire generation that was all for dismantle everything and start again. And now we have an entire generation that are, please don't break anything. Leave everything the way it is. Don't mess with stuff. It's like all my friends are Viva la Revolution, And now it's like when I talk to them, I said, hey, everything's like you said, you wanted anarchy. You wanted everything to go to hell. You wanted everything to fall apart. You wanted the markets to crash and this to go like that. Isn't this what you were asking for the whole time? I never was, because I knew that was absolute insanity. But all these people that they've become these like very, very comfortable, not on either side, just very comfortable. They'll yell and scream depending on who they're with, what state they live in. I've even had friends that have moved to different states and changed, completely flipped, just to chant along with the people that they live with. That's Gen X for you. Generational chameleons. Rolls downstairs alone in their pairs, runs over your neighbor's dog. What's good for a snack and fits on your back? It's log, log, log. I'm trying to do it without reading. It's log, it's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's log. It's better than bad. It's good. House on a single income. Yeah, can you imagine a house on a single income? Actually, no, my parents were never single. Most of the parents of my generation, most of the kids that I grew up with, both their parents worked. There was no single income families. At least in the people I grew up with. Even the rich families, both people worked. Nobody stayed home in the 80s. No parents were home. We were latchkey kids because there were no parents. That was the thing with the Gen X. There were no parents. I fall into the groove like most people do, and well, and that's the thing. They've not only fallen in the groove, but they were the ones that strictly said falling into the groove is the worst thing that can possibly happen. I'd rather die than end up being comfortable in that life. And I've seen them give up their art. I've seen them give up their music. I've seen them give up their beliefs to cash in on slogans. And so they now believe yelling on Facebook is their form of political activism, which is hilarious. Like, I don't even mind if you're on either side. I really don't. But if you're gonna be, don't do it on Facebook. Get out and do it in real life. Go out there and actually do it. And don't do it in an asshole way. Don't go out and ruin somebody else's day to make a point. Don't go and stop traffic or mob a place and not let anybody get anything done. Don't kick people out of a public park. But get out there and do something. Don't sit there and yell on Facebook. I'm tired of people yelling on Facebook. Shut up. People are like, I will unfriend you if you don't believe what I believe. It's like, hey, you know what? Click, unfriend you. I don't even need that shit. I don't care. Everything's politics. If you say, don't make this political, everything is, don't you understand what's going on? It's like, yeah, I do. You're being an idiot. You're being an idiot. That's what's going on. Most people honestly can't stand you. So stop. It's crazy. Perhaps I've seen people try to innovate, push for change, but you start to see the game when they, there comes when you ask for a loaf. Yeah, and that's the thing. And most people, the crumbs are so big The crumbs are so damn big that we kind of just accept it, you know? And the biggest thing that cheeses me off, and like I said it before, people who are making videos on their phone complaining about this and that and the other thing, when if they knew, if they bothered to check or bothered to think about it for a second, how that phone is made, who died to make your phone, you know, maybe you wouldn't sound so self-righteous. I like to take a bunch of people from both sides and throw them over to Sierra Leone with no money. Go live there. Go live there. See how it is to start from scratch in the Congo by yourself. Some point you go wearing or shouting the wind, and that's absolutely, you know. But the thing is that it's shouting. That's the thing. No more shouting. No more shouting. You don't need to shout. You know, we need to get back to actually getting things done and sitting down and ironing things out and hammering things out, coming up with solutions. I'm not hearing any solutions. I'm hearing they're the problem. I don't care who's the problem. Give me a fucking solution. My Bologna's first name is it's Oscar. Nice. My Bologna has a second name. It's Mayer. Was it Mayer? Yeah, it was. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you just want to say, because Oscar Mayer has a wave, Bologna. Tristan Shout, yes, shake it up, baby. Actually, I watched that the greatest Beatles concert ever. That's what it's called, and they only have half of it. But it's amazing the sound engineers got as good of a sound as they did with the screaming that was going on. We got to put aside the anger and the blame game. Absolutely, 100% we do. 100% we do. And this is the only part where I will actually say something that's probably one-sided. There's one side that needs that has a much worse anger problem right now. And needs to get it under control because we're losing focus, man. We are losing focus and just flying off the handle just because we're so angry that just can't even focus on what needs to like happen. Like we you know, it's like I said, there's a major anger problem. Major anger problem, and that is not gonna serve either side very well, you know. But it's especially harmful. Like I have a lot of people, you know, like who want to know how this all happened this way, and it's like, well, you know, it's this anger issue, the anger button. And everybody pushes the anger button. Everybody pushes the overreaction button. Everybody then goes and wants to watch and see what everybody else is saying, how everybody else is angry, picking up a meme, getting a good quote that they can spew out, a good joke, this and that. And it's like we're not really paying attention to like what needs to be done. We're really not. Could start with major parties disowning the radicals. It's starting to happen. And I'm hoping that's what's starting to happen because I'm starting to hear it. Like people just going, you know what? I kind of don't want anything to do with that end anymore. I'm thinking there's a giant middle section that is eventually just going to look around. And like I said, they'll sit down to dinner with people that they think they hate and realize that they agree on almost everything, except for a few things way on the ends that they can kind of just set aside for a second and fix all the stuff that we kind of can agree on. Because I guarantee you, we got most people together in America on both sides, took the name tags off, mixed them all up, have them sit down and have them talk, you know. But here's the problem though, there's too many trigger words at this point that like will give you away of what side you're on, you know. We'd have to forbid like 5 specific topics and say everything besides that. We'll work on everything else. Maybe that's it. Eat the rich Bob. Shut up, Flanders. Nice. Treating them like Ned Flanders. Stupid Flanders. Eat the ego. That's a good idea. You know what? And actually, now that I think about it, this is the thing. This is what I was trying to get at. Is that make a burp? Yeah. Anybody with a slogan, bop. Stupid Flanders. I think what we need to do is take the top 10 issues and set them aside. top 10 issues and set them aside. The only ones out of the top 10 that we'll bring in will be economy, but we have to treat it as economy, not as redistribution, not as remove IRS, not as low taxes, high taxes, government spending, no government spending, you know, social programs, no social programs. No, just economy, just like the straight numbers of the rent's too damn high. You know what I'm saying? Everything else kicked to the side. We'll work on all the stuff that doesn't piss people off first. Get some wins. That's what it is. That's what we need. We need a couple fucking wins. And not wins on one side or the other. We need a win in the middle, where we get together and we get a win for everybody. We get something that everybody is okay with. We work together. It wasn't perfect. I didn't get everything I wanted, but we fixed something. We put it back together. That's what we fucking need. We need to put a few things back together as a country, as people that can get along, as people that can compromise. Once we've done that, like, you know what they should do? They should just take everybody that's arguing and force them to build a 3-story home for a poor family that needs one. You know, we could make a whole bunch of them. Anybody that starts to argue on either side, you get sent to go work on building a home, Habitat for Humanity or whatever, and make them work with the other people, and make them work on just putting a damn house together, just putting nails through boards, you know, framing out the this and that, putting the drywall up. Get some cooperation, get some people doing some teamwork, you know? I think that's the best way to do it. It's midnight. I don't know why I'm still up. Oh, wait, it's the weekend. I'm okay. Might take a backseat at this point. It's in the middle of a federal election, and I need to treat that neutrality line. I can help. I do home remodels sometimes. Yeah, but I think of that. Think of like just getting people to do something together once successfully. Build that camaraderie. Build that idea of, yeah, okay, we can work. We can figure this out. We can be together in the same room and fix a problem that's not related to the things that we're very, very passionate about right now. We just fix a couple of things. And I think it would only take about 1/4 of the people that are close to the edges on those sides to come back, and we could just go back to normal. You know? And most of us are over the whole doom scrolling thing. Most of us have gotten past it now. Most of us are not on our phones 12 hours a day. And if we are, we're not on there doom scrolling and like doing the dopamine rush. We're legit using it to do stuff we need to do. Looking up banana bread recipes, checking on the weather, seeing if the teacher emailed us back. You know, we're actually doing like useful stuff. We're not sitting there doing the entertainment shit anymore. We do a little bit of it, but it's not like it was before. I think most of us have gotten over it now. I think it's like when television got really big for a while and then everybody just sat in front of the television and drooled. I think we're past it now. I think we're at a situation now where I think people can actually do this. All right. Anyway, let's get the planetarium. I'll keep talking while I'm doing this. And we're going to actually end the day in here, I think, because unfortunately, even though we have 61 steps, actually we can come back here if we want to look around a little bit. Is there anything else in here that I could get done, that I could test out? I don't think so. I didn't end up getting the garage. I really wanted the garage because if I had the garage and the closet, you know what? Maybe we should try that. Maybe that's what we'll try, is we're going to try to get the garage open. I like the phrase, make politics boring again. I think that's really good. I think that could actually work. You know, the funny thing is, and here it is. Here's the God's honest truth. It's a great slogan, but you know why it won't work? Because the minute you say it, both sides are going to pick something apart with it and associate it with the other side in a negative way. They're going to find the worst way that they could possibly twist that to make the other side look stupid. You know, and like, I'm not even going to get into examples of how they could do it because it's like, it's just beyond me how they managed to do this with everything now. Everything is a street brawl. It's like, give me a break. Come on now. I mean, can we at least look? It's, what was that exercise they used to do with couples that used to fight? They used to make them say 3 nice things about the other one that they really like. You know, so you have to get everybody on this side to say 3 things they like about that group and 3 things they like about that group. And everybody has to pick 3, and you can't just pick the same 3 over and over and over and over again and just cheat off your neighbor. It's like you have to actually think about it for a second. Because if we could just stop and just admit that we all kind of think each other's kind of hot, you know? we kind of like each other. You know what I'm saying? We get back to that. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, where's my oh Lord, yeah. That's my ding dong. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we're gonna do on this, even though it's a complete waste. 61 days. I still start with 70, I think, anyway, so maybe what we do is we specifically try to get the garage door open this time. I don't know if we need the car keys to do it, though. It's funny, I'm looking, I'm going, oh, it's midnight, it's time to stop. I forgot I only started around 11. You're saying that people shouldn't speak up. Boring is the old way. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah. That means I'm giving up. That means I'm giving in to evil. That's the big thing. And that's what's fucking everything up. It's the whole idea that the other side is evil. Nobody's evil. Shut up. There are evil people in the world, but not half the country. You can't say half the country is evil. Shut up. You can't even say a quarter of the country's evil. You can't even say 10% of the country's evil. Shut up. Stop it. So it's what I really want to do. It's like what you do with a 2-year-old, or no, a 4-year-old. Sit down. Stop. Stop it. Stop crying. Stop screaming. Stop kicking the ground. Stop it. It's not that important. We will get you another ice cream. Yeah, no one exactly. Nobody's that good either. You know, we're not saints, and they're not demons. And when we look at it in terms like that, obviously, no wonder nothing gets done. No wonder there's such craziness going on right now, because nobody's willing to just sit there and go, okay, we're all just people trying to get by. And honestly, what do we all want? We all just want our families and our friends to do well and not feel like they're being completely used and abused, you know? And unfortunately, there's so many examples of used and abused that we can point to that we're never going to get over it. It's like, yeah, okay, but that's not everybody. It's like, yes, this is happening. We'll deal with that. But let's not make this out to be like we all have to suffer right along. Let's fix some things we're doing. We're going to help them in a second. Fix some of these things so that we can go and help them. But it's like, no, it's like this whole like hatred and hurt. Anyway. Yeah, I had to sit through a rant the other day. And one of the most intelligent people I know, one of the smartest people that I know, super, super smart. Really, really smart. Smart enough where I sometimes am intimidated to speak up. Went on a psychotic 30-minute rant that I just wanted to stop them and say, if you took a moment and just really peeled back that emotion, put that aside for a second, you would be a lot more effective at making your point right now. But right now, you sound fucking crazy. You sound crazy. It's my birthday tomorrow. You feel old? You should not feel old. You should feel young. You look young. You act young. I think you're the youngest person here. Besides, you're one of my youngest, so I get to be old. Merry birth, miss ya. Well, yeah. If I'm not on tomorrow night, let me say happy birthday to you. Let me sing you a happy birthday song. Do I still have the ability to put echo on my voice? I don't even know which ones work anymore. These buttons. But we can just. Will you be streaming tomorrow? I don't know yet. I want to, but I'm not sure if I will be. She's an Aries. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, you're the same as my brother. Which does not make sense. You know, and it's funny because yeah, you're definitely an Aries. My brother is not, even though he is an Aries technically. He doesn't fit the Aries mold at all. Like he really doesn't. It's very strange. He's more of a Virgo, or come up with like what's one of the star signs that is very kind of like straight thinking, doesn't change, focuses on just what they like, doesn't see the world around them, just kind of tunnel vision. Not a high riser, not a bottom of the barrel, just a good worker bee. The scales, Libra? Libras are flighty though. Yeah, you definitely, monster. You definitely fit the Aries. This box is the white box. Okay, so that one's lying. This box is the black box. Okay, so that one's lying. The blue box contains the gems. Okay, so this has to be the right one then. Everyone's tame compared to you. We are all tame Impala. I'm the spiciest. There you go. You know, I'm an Aquarius, but I think I'm also part Gemini. To be honest with you. When I look at it, I have a lot of Gemini traits, but I'm not anywhere close to Gemini. I'm in February 11th, so I'm like squarely in the middle of Aquarius. And Aquarius definitely fits me 100%, but there's some super strong Gemini shit I got going on. My oldest is March, Pisces, and youngest is an October Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. Ooh. The only thing that's crazier than that, what is I think of what's July? Yeah, I think it's Taurus. Because that's my dad. I'm not going to sing Dawning of Aquarius. Actually, I hate that band that sings that. So is it the Lovin' Spoonful that sings it? Or is that Jade Age of Aquarius? Or do you want me to say Scorpio is best? I think you wanted me to sing. Yeah, I'm all Aquarius. So February 11th. Oh, you want me to say Scorpio is best? Yeah, sure. I have no problem with that. I have absolutely no problem with that. My son is born in June. So I'm trying to think of June, what he would be. You're an Aquarius also. You are definitely an Aquarius. Yeah. From what I know of you, you are an Aquarius. And what do we say? Did we get Overquills? Oh, okay. OQ is an Aquarius, is an Aries as well. Okay. That makes sense. So I was going to say OQ is a Taurus. Yeah, the Fifth Dimension. Yeah, I can't stand that band. I don't like any of those like dreamy sounding bands from the 60s. I like the grit sounding bands from the 60s. You know, the like really crunchy, gritty ones. I don't want to take the drawing room right away. But this kind of just doubles back. But yeah, I guess because it has resources. You cannot stand Taurians. See, I must not have the right idea of what a Taurus is. Although you might be onto something, because the person I'm thinking of is a Taurus, and yeah, they're a handful. They're a lot, to be sure. Night, Bean. Sorry, I was chewing and I wanted to say goodnight. Yeah, Monster. Yeah. Yeah, your youngest is definitely a Scorpio. You know, and your oldest probably is a Pisces, because I couldn't tell you what her personality is, which basically means she's a Pisces. It's Com's birthday? No, it's Monster's birthday coming up. Tomorrow. My birthday's on the 11th of February. Technically speaking, though, if it's Monster's birthday, it is kind of my birthday. You know. Because we're basically cut from the same cloth. We're essentially family, so. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 6. Times 2 is 12. I love it. I got to do my rant. Because that's what this show is all about now. Is giving me a chance to stop and not really give a crap if I'm playing the game or not, and just spout my nonsense. Wait till I get into the auto industry one of these days. I'll start talking about the auto industry. And I'm not talking about like even electric versus gas or any of that nonsense like that. I'm just talking about plain old auto industry stuff. All right, so 4 times 1 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 times 2 is 8, right? Yep, okay. All right, now this one, 8 plus 13 is 21. Minus 1 is 20. Times 5 is 100 divided by 10 is 10? Okay, I'm going to have to do this again. Okay, 21 minus 1 is 20. 20 times 5 is 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Hey, there we go. Okay. I couldn't like really process it in my head. I'm too busy thinking about the automotive industry and what's wrong with it. And not just in America. I'm talking everywhere. I kind of want the courtyard, but at the same time, I don't. If I get the nook, we're kind of screwed. Hey, how come the courtyard's in here? I thought the green ones had to be on the outside. Well, I guess it doesn't, because it's not the one that has to be on the outside. I don't want to spend... All right, this literally cuts everything off if I do this. That's all right. I'm gonna do it. Get some resources. Resource. And I gotta make sure I'm checking the paintings too. Bridge and Bride. Okay, we have that one. And it's funny because I don't know how I never picked up on the fact that the paintings were almost identical words if you knew what you were looking for, like Bridge, Bride. Very close. How did I not see that in the first like 30 playthroughs I did? All right, what's this one? Bath and Bat. We've done that one. Like at some point, I should have recognized like the first letter is the same. Pin and Pine. All right, that door's screwed. You know what I think it was? I think it was because these two, there's no way I would have done Ace and Face for this. This is probably the worst one. This is the biggest reach that they have, and they put it in the first room. All right, drawing room, no. Reading nook. Sure. Grab another key. That's gonna give me 2 keys, 3 gems. Let's see. Did we get anything else in here? Anything else? No. Wait. I don't normally hear my footsteps, but I'm hearing it again. Aquarius. I can't even sing that song. It's way out of my range. I'd have to sing it low. Aquarius. The worm is in your brain. I could put a different one in there. Let me see. What was the one I had the other day? And I was like, oh, that one gets stuck in anybody's head. I can't remember. Actually, library's free. So I'm going to take library so I can check out another book. All right, so we have done Swimbird and we've done drafting strategy. The pump system manual, no. History of Orinda. Fixed stars. No, we've seen the fixed stars. I don't need it. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. I think we're gonna do let's do the pump system. No. Can we change it? Let's do history of Orinda because I don't know anything about that. All right. So what was the one that I had the other day? And I was like, oh, that'll get stuck in anybody's head. I don't know, maybe not, because some of the ones I was thinking of they might be giant songs, and those I don't think get stuck in anybody's head. I was doing a birdhouse in your soul. But I need something that's more poppy than that. Something that's more like everybody knows this song type of thing. Let me see. What could that be? Aquarium. Look, it's the aquarium. That's hilarious. Aquarium. Dee, 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 dee. Okay, so we could go in the wine cellar and get 3 gems. I think that's absolutely the best thing that we could do. Best mate from school was February 13th, so close to Com's birthday. You know, I know about 15 other people that have my birthday. It's the craziest thing. Every place I've gone and grown up. Did I just come in here and thought there was a door and there was not a door? I thought this was a door. That's not a door. Oh, for heck's sake. We just ended our run. We just ended our run. Because there's no door here. Okay, well, I guess I'm not paying attention. You know about 5 people who share your birthday? And maybe it's just the way it is. Maybe just people always have people that share their birthday. You just don't notice it unless it's yours. Although now that I think about it though, no, it's like nobody shares my mother's birthday. All right, so we kind of screwed this one. We screwed this one up. All right, call it a day, right? Yeah, because there's no other way to go. All right, that was like one of the worst runs we've had. Very bad run. But we did get a book in the library, so maybe we can read a book when we get back in. Oh, Bezos bucks. Yeah, give me them Bezos busks. I'm busking for Bezos bucks. The Beggars View Circus continues. Busking for Bagels bus? Bezos bucks. All right, Reedy Nook. It's too bad too because I was actually doing pretty well with the resources. Bagels bus. I like the Bagels bus. Library. Nice. I get the book. Okay, so let's take a look. First things first, we have to see who is... Do we have Mary Jones on our list? We do not. Mary Jones, and I'm Simon P. Jones in this game, so Mary Jones must be my mother, maybe? Because I don't think I have a sister. Mary Jones. Herbert Sinclair. It looks like Herbert Sinclair is the first one to take out the books all the time. Detective Margle took out this book twice. I don't know why the detective is here, though. Detective was here in 87. Actually, let me see. Was that the last time he was here, too? Let me take a look. Yeah, 87. March 2nd. March 2nd. Oh, so he took out... March 2nd, the detective took out 2 books. And then on September 5th. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Give me confirmation of the Prime bucks, but it's done. Yeah, it didn't. Oh wait, is my notifications down? Hold up. No, it's still up. All right, let me see if. Okay, no, that's that. Sound alerts, not sound alerts. Trigger fire, main camera, Streamlabs. See if I refresh Streamlabs, maybe. I can't even bring up properties for that. Yeah, it should have given a notification. I'm not sure why I didn't. Well, seeing as how it's just the Beggar Circus, it's not like I have to play the game. Let me go into Streamlabs and try. I'm going to test my notification settings, see if they're actually working. Oh, they have a Streamlabs desktop now. Isn't that swell? All right, let me see. Alert box. No, I don't need the tutorial. I've already done this. All right. Description. Test. Switch. Description. No, it's working. Weird. Okay. Yeah, I know. The only reason I'm checking it is because you weren't the first person that it happened to. Did you just change the color of your name? Or is my Twitch bugging out on me? Yeah, this is like the 3rd time this has happened, which is why I wanted to just take a look and see if it was something. I'm trying to remember who sent, I think it was Monsters sent sound something. What was it? One of the sound files. Yeah, it's weird. You went from a like a sort of a sea green to a very light blue. All right, what does it say? This book was viewed and cleared for publication by The Fen Aries Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards and include the omissions of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. Wow, it's been censored. So yeah, it's gone through. Weird. Very weird. Actually, you know what? I know where I can look for it. It's not even showing on my activity feed. Maybe I've been demonetized. Maybe I've been demonetized. Huh. I'll have to look at it later. All of my politics talk. Yeah, maybe. Jeff's like, no, cut it out. Stop talking about it. Where can I look at my, I forget. There was a place I could look at my strikes. Settings. It was affiliate, right? Okay, now affiliate's all set up. Channel. Parent schedule, feature content, stream events. I'm just interested to see. Monetization. There we go. Ads. Which is funny because I don't have ads enabled anyway. Sharing, community. Subscriptions. All right, let me check subscriptions. Oh no, so this isn't even going to show me what you subscribe, if anyone subscribed. I'll look at it later. Yeah, well. Oh wells. I wouldn't even know where to look for that though. Like seriously, where would that even begin? Oh, I did see my sub count go up to 5 though, so that's cool. Don't sweat to play a game. No, this is not about playing a game. This is literally the stream where I don't play games. This is just a show where I beg for views. Please, 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 please come view my circus. That doesn't sound good. Please come view my circus. Get in my tent. Well, I'm not troubleshooting yours. I'm troubleshooting my stream. Because if nobody's sub notifications are going through, that's bad juju. It's very bad. All right, but we want to look at this. All right, so what? Are you kidding me? Look at all this redacted stuff. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. I am definitely screenshotting this. For sure, because I can screw with this in paint.net. I can mess with this. Okay, so I will call this redacted 1. Excuse me. Be fun. We could even do it together. Not my circus, not my clowns line at work a lot lately, and my wife loves that one. Or what was it? Not my circus, not my monkeys. She's also said Ajera. Most historians mark the beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajera, by the ascension of the first king Blah, whose name, Horus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant, lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him an ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited by the trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris has but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the blah, blah, blah. Clowns has more punch. It depends on who you're talking to. I found most people will tolerate being called a clown. Most people will not tolerate being called a monkey. Even if there's nothing monkey-like about them. They certainly don't seem to find it acceptable, which I'm not sure why, because I actually think monkeys are great. All right, let me screenshot this one. This is going to be redacted too. But then again, you're also in Australia where you guys love your C words. So, because C words mean different things in Australia. Oh, hey, Ivy, I didn't even see you there. I knew it was coming. I heard the hiss. Raised? I think that's supposed to be raid, but I'll go raised. Are you early? Riantaru? Odd I was sent here. You were sent here. Who sent you? Were you sent by Annie? With your regards for everyone? I was in the raid, then I pop here. What raid? Who sent you? Who do you work for? Oh, I feel like we should do the Batman. What does he yell at him? Different. I know a different streamer. What's the different streamer's name? 5 years, 4 months, 1 day, and 21 hours. Gosh, Ivy, that's a long time. Jera. OQ has been here. It's been 1 year already, OQ? I don't remember that. House of Pancake. I don't believe I know House of Pancake. House of Pancakes. Yeah, OQ, I really didn't think it was even close to a year yet, but I guess, I don't know, I guess you were here last March. I wonder if that'll bring up a because I don't think my shout out screen works anymore. I think I had the one by what's his name? By Victor, and I think he took it down. Let me see, I might put the other one back up. Because if Victor's is down, I still need one. Hey, I came here anyway. Well, welcome here. Was House of Pancakes playing Blueprints? I'll just warn you right off the bat. This is not a stream where we play video games very much. We say we do, and the video game is on the screen. But whether or not we're actually playing it, it just sometimes gets a little iffy because we talk. He plays chess? Oh, okay. I love chess. Like, I was going to be a chess streamer at one point, but I realized that I don't enjoy playing chess on stream. It's very hard to do. It's harder than Magic the Gathering on stream, which is extremely hard to do because Magic the Gathering on stream, I think, because of the timer. Well, chess you have a timer too if you're playing like Blitz and stuff like that. But I find that Magic's harder to make the decisions than chess. But chess is harder to stream. There's a game on the screen while Comm and I wang on about alternative music for 5 hours. That was a good stream. That was a good stream when we talked about the random bands. Were you here when we were talking about Silverchair last night? I don't even know if you were here last night. You like the emotes? Yeah, the emotes are cool. Those are my socks. My buddies, the sock buddies. All right, so this is the second era. It was the fourth king, Blah, who split this vast domain into equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. The eldest granted the fields and mountains, grandfather the middle of the provinces, surrendered the king, accepted all the gift, blah, 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 blah. The youngest he bestowed upon the realm of Arch Aries, the land of the northern storms, wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not developed, but a good deal more vast than the other. Okay. Middle child. Okay. Do I feel like I'm not not gonna screenshot these right now because I'm gonna test out whether I can use my Photoshop to see through the redactinations here. Oh wait, oh mama, I got it for you, Ivy. Give me a sec. I lined it up on here. Ready? I have it on a button now. So anytime I need a dose of cute, I can do that. I also have my own dose of cute, which is... Which one's cuter? Which one's cuter? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I think number 2 is cuter. Photoshop the best. Yeah, I think I can get this redacted stuff off of here in Photoshop because I can kind of see some letters behind it. But we'll see. Maybe the cute. All right, fine. The kid's cuter. It's my kid, so I'm supposed to say that. Nobody is a lot cuter. As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective siblings, monarchs have blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing unique character and culture that set them apart from another. Despite the differences, siblings, monarchs managed to maintain succeeding generations. Why am I even... Look at this. Look at this. They blocked stuff off. Oh, but this is the globe that we were seeing. Oh, I'm realizing something. This game is not set in our world. I have my go-to for dose of cute as well. My youngest toddler on asking for bubbles, please. Ah, yes. I love stuff like that. I was talking to my wife about it. Hey, do you get this? Do you get this same thing where you find it very difficult to look at pictures from when they were like 1 and 2 years old, or watch videos of when they're 1 or 2 years old? It's too hard. It's too hard to like actually watch them. It's almost emotionally too overwhelming. Because like I'm noticing that it's like I can look at like 3 or 4 pictures of them before I have to stop. Anything below the age of 3. You get that sense of bittersweet. It's really, really intense, like super, super intense, where it's like, all right, I can do 2 or 3 of these and then I have to stop. Like this one that I have here, I'm kind of immune to it because we played it so much. My poor wife, she felt for the longest time that he didn't like her. He liked me better. How about seeing their first shoes again? That happened to us today. That literally happened to us today. She found a pair of his baby shoes, his Lion King shoes. That's hilarious. I can't believe you said that. Because yeah. Anyway, so my wife was always saying, oh, he doesn't, he loves you and he gets so happy when you come home. When I come home, he doesn't do anything. I said, are you kidding me? I said, he goes nuts. She's like, I've never seen him go nuts. So I paid attention and I watched, and she was right. He would go nuts until she got in the house. And then he would go almost blank. And I said, he was doing it. So I had to catch it on video. That video, this one. Oop, not that one. This one.
Yep, mama's home.
That's not even the nuttiest that he got. That was a 5 on the nuttiness scale of how excited he would get to see her. So I had tried for weeks to catch it. And it was hard because I couldn't hear her coming in the driveway, and he would hear it. And then he would flip out. So I started leaving the shades open so I could look out in the driveway and see her pull in. And I was ready there with the phone, and I got it. And I showed that to her. I said, now let me show you what he does. And so we've always had that for her. So, ooh, lost the stream, refreshing. Seen it in Transformers 2 movie. That's why I said that. I love it. That's awesome. It's like I relate to life through movies. That's exactly how I am too. Curse this useless down under the internet. The upside down. The upside down. Yes, he is getting big, Ivy. He's huge now. You should see him. He's absolutely gigantic. He weighs 85 pounds. He is almost as tall as his mother. And he's only in 3rd grade. He's 8 years old and he's giant. He's going to be a superstar in basketball. All right. So I'm realizing this game is not set in our world. Fourth era, the kingdom of blah entered the 4th era. I don't even know what this is supposed to be about, though, because like this was supposed to be about one of the angels that we were going to look for. Drinking, the sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court, but masses as well. Okay. Baron Sinclair. Oh, he's a baron. I'm the nephew of a baron. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department for this investigation. We know. Oh, this is Detective Bon Margall here. Redguard? Wait, are we in... Are we in the Elder Scrolls? Some of your social status means all the more that you're not only tall, but also... There you go, OQ. Your sub just came through. Your sub finally came. Nice. That's hilarious. I wonder if it's delayed because of where you are, though. I wonder if that's what it is. If it has to go through like a few processes, a few checks. Ah, some Doritos. Oh, I like the Dino Dance. I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't looked. I used to be a huge Twitch emote fan. So huge that that I would actually use them in text messages to people all the time. People that didn't even know what Twitch was. I would just use Twitch emotes for everything, especially Admiral Baru's emotes. But I have not been on Twitch like as a viewer in almost a year and a half at this point. So I don't even know what the good emotes are anymore. Willing data center, getting this done business. We are returning with this letter. The book you lent us. Though I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orendia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me still thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about that after. Okay, so this guy was checking out books because he wanted to see an uncensored copy of this history for some reason. When it came back, it asked me if I wanted to share my... Ah, there you go. That's why. I gotcha. So wait. So I can't even read the rest of this stuff? Oh, I can. All right. Honestly, I don't even want to read this anymore. After passing King Desolates. King Desolates is like desolate, like desolation. Pacification of Fen. Thankfully, it came down to the very next day, 6th of October. The Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolate shared blah, title of virtues, as the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable. The realms Fensurrection. Instead of restoring order, then soon as savage, merciless campaign against his own people. Okay, yeah. Are you serious? Like, what the heck am I reading here? It's officially your birthday? Absolutely, it is. Actually, it was your birthday an hour ago here. So we're ahead of you a little bit, though. Looks like top secret documents. Yeah, but this is nothing like the rest of this game. This game is like a puzzle game where you go to different rooms and solve puzzles. We happen to be in the library, and we had checked out this book on our last run, and so when we came to library this run, it's there for us to read. This is nothing like any of this stuff that we've been reading. Like, it's actually so crazy that I can't even get through it. I think it's just supposed to be the fact that it's censored that you're supposed to kind of know. That's kind of what it's saying. Happy birthday, Monster. Yeah, let's sing that. We sing the happy birthday song to Monster. Take a screenshot and place on Google Photos and copy sentences. It should show. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it through the what do you call it there? Through Photoshop. Actually, it's a cheap Photoshop knockoff. I missed out on a job as an FOI person redacting stuff. I'm not disappointed. I don't blame you. Yeah. I didn't realize you guys had FOIA in Australia as well. I would guess you guys probably have a lot of your stuff based on England and United States. Oh yes, so let's sing. Can we all sing Happy Birthday to Monster High? So I will lead. I will lead. All right, I'll give you the key. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear monster. Happy birthday to you. Happy 22nd birthday to Monster Magnet. Are you doing the Stephen Hawking one where he's like behind everybody in the birthday song? Everybody's singing. It's like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear monster. Happy birthday to you. Just to be fair, Brianaru, it's she's not 22. But she's young at heart. She looks young, acts young, and we all consider her to be 22. She's a little older, not much. Not much. We can go to the age guessing game, but of course we're not supposed to be talking about age on Twitch. The only person that can talk about age in this is mine. It's me. So, or the only age we can talk about is my age. So, I'm only off time because of the lag. There you go. You're lagging, baby. All right, so we read the book, and that's kind of part of what we wanted to do here today. We're trying to get the garage, right? That's what we're looking for, is the garage. So that doesn't this look like it really does? It looks like it has a door here. That is deceptive advertising. So we could all try to guess what age I am. I think everybody knows it already that's here. So probably not a good idea. All right, so we'll take the conference room because that's the only one that we can take because we don't have enough gems and we're not doing wine cellar at this point. Actually, we should have done wine cellar. That was 3 gems. That would have been a good idea. Oh, well. Actually, maybe we'll get wine cellar again. Who knows? Late March, I celebrated the 17th anniversary of my 30th birthday. That's how we used to do it. The anniversary of my 29th birthday. So let's see. February was the... and 22nd anniversary of my 29th birthday. I think that's how that works. Okay, so we have storeroom. Or should we do breaker box? Storeroom first because we need the equipment. We need the stuff, right? All right, grab a coin. All right, one of each. 47 years young? Nope. 29 plus 22. All right. Oh, did we look at the paintings in here? Cart and car. Okay, we did that. Yeah, it's hilarious, Monster. I must like have some sort of radar in my head. Because I mean, how many times have I streamed in the last 6 months? Maybe 6 times. Actually, probably closer to 10 times. And this week I've streamed 3 times this week, and it happens to be a birthday week. Think I was younger? Wait, what are you talking about? 29 plus 22. 29 plus 22. So do 30 plus 22 and minus 1 from it. Oh shoot, I want it to go up. Poop, 51, yeah, 51. Although I liked it better last year when my wife was 51 and I was 50, because then we were a Van Halen album. Now that's a tough one to parse. Forgive me, I've had a long week. 50 is cool. 50 is the new 60. No wait, 50 is the new 30. Yeah. All right, Parlor. I should get Parlor because it's gonna give me, yeah, it's gonna give me Parlor box. 50 is no, it's no longer old. Although, no, here's the thing. Here's a crazy thing. I have friends that are my age that look 15 years older than I do. I have very few friends that are my age that look younger than me. My wife is one of the only people that's my age that looks younger than I do. Turned 55 today. I feel old. You don't look that old though. But then again, that could just be because you do such a great job with the beard. Your beard is mighty. The box that claims to be black has the gems. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Okay. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. Okay, so this is a lie. This is a lie. So that means this has to be true. The box that claims to be the black box. Okay, so it has to be this one. Wait, you turned 55 today? I didn't even read today. I just read turn 55. Wait. You have the same birthday as Monster? Or are you talking today as in yesterday? Are you 411 or 412? 411? Probiotics extend that life. Prebiotics are better. Prebiotics are where it's at. Well, now it's yesterday. Okay. So 411. So one day before. Okay, so it goes Fluffy and then Monster. Wow. Well, now I got to sing you a happy birthday song because I didn't. So I'm gonna have to sing it a little bit quicker than I did Monsters because I need to keep this kind of popping here. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fluffy. Happy birthday to you. Here we go. I saw a meme the other day of 50 in the 80s, and it had a spherical man with big gray mustache, and then it had a photo of 50 in 2025, and it's like this pic of some Henry Cavill lookalike. No, it really, honestly, it's a very, very different thing to be 50 nowadays. Peek and Pee. I think I have that one. Yeah, Peek and Pee. All right. Peeking at the pee. Okay, bedroom, pantry, drawing room. I just want to take the pantry. Because it's got money and it's got an apple. A is for apple. Apple. Without wanting to fig jam too much, a lot of people say they don't believe I'm 47. No, and that's what I'm saying is that like the range of I don't know to call it health or to call it the range of physical age versus chronological age is weird now. You know, it used to be you could very easily match up chronological age with a person's physical look. know if they're being polite. Oh, fig jam. I love that. If I'm good, just ask me. I have never heard that before. I'm absolutely over the moon for that. I'm going to fig jam everything. Yeah, not that old. Yeah, I'm not that old, Ivy. We know I'm not that old. But I have friends that are 50 and 51 that are old. They're legit old. Like, I look at them and I do feel sorry for them. Let's actually see if I can connect this. Dang it, I cannot connect. So, do I want the closet? Take the 2 items? Yeah, I'll take the 2 items. It's an Australianism. It's as far as I'm aware. You guys have the best isms, though. You guys have a lot of good isms. Okay, so we have the dice. Where's the other item? There's supposed to be 2 items in here. Is the briefcase an item? Coat hanger? No. What's the items then? Umbrella? Is the umbrella an item? Nope. Oh, the running shoes. There we go. That's amazing. I love it. It's a great one. You guys, like I said, you guys do have some amazing expressions. Like balmy. I think that's like one of the greatest things to call somebody. One said fig and the other said jam. When people hear my voice, they don't think I'm as old as I am. But since I turned 45, I've been getting the solicitations, cremation and funeral services the last few months. It's been the assisted living homes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think that necessarily has anything to do with you. I think that that's almost quite literally just what they do. Den. We go this way. Or should we head back and try to build up some more resources? I don't know. I don't know if we need more resources or not. Guest bedroom or commissary? Let's get the commissary. Ah, it's going to cost me a gem, but that's all right. Finally met face to face. Oh, I always love that reaction when people get to meet me face to face after all they've known is the voice. That used to be a thing with the MMOs when we do the MMO meetups. And a lot of the people, I would know their faces, but they wouldn't know mine. You're not as old and fat as you sound. I guess that's a compliment. I think it's funny that they went from a funeral to assisted living. Oh yeah, they're saying that you're reverse aging. You're not as short and fat. That's hilarious. All right, so we can get 1 gem. We get the magnifying glass. I don't want the magnifying glass again. I get the magnifying glass all the time, so I think I'm going to take a gem. And we'll come back if we can get another gem. But I think we're good for that as far as that goes. You made it your bio in Twitter? Yeah, that sounds like it's biography material. All right, chapel. Do I care if it has a down? No, I don't. So hallway or spare room. Let's do spare room. I really want to connect to the foundation here if I can. Ooh, the pool. Oh, but that's a gem requirement again. How to do hallway? Yeah, let's do hallway. We can do pool later. All right, so we can go to the foundation. That gives us another out if we get stuck. We still have 2 doors down here that we haven't done as well. So this is actually a pretty good run. No, I'm not going to waste the key yet. Let's see where else we can go with that key. Dang it. All right. Did not work out as well as I wanted it to. So how far do I have to backtrack? I have to backtrack all the way to the beginning? Yeah, because I don't want to waste a key yet. So that's 58. Wow. Well, I got the sneakers, so it's not that bad. Straight through, pantry, parlor, conference room. Okay. All right, here we go. Is that like the compliment when somebody said, well, what'd they say? You're not as ugly as you look? And I was like, wait, what? All right, we made it back. All right, let's check this because this is going to dead end. This is going to terminate up top anyway. So let's get billiard room. We'll get some extra equipment. Make sure we don't have anything else. Ah, yes, we have. No, that's not a gem. I thought it was a gem. She's a gem, ain't she? All right, 11. $32. 22. 14. I get it? Yeah, okay. Woo! That was a tough one. 17 minus 17 minus 5 is 12. Minus 10 is 2. So, and then times 10 is 20. Okay, whoo, that one was close. I almost picked the wrong one on that one. 2 times 2 is 40. No, 2 times 2 is 4, excuse me. Times 10 is 40. Divided by 20 is 10, right? Dang it. Screwed it up. All right. 11. $14. 17. It was 2, right? No, do it again. So 17 minus 5 is 12. Minus 4 is 8. Minus 6 is 2 times 10 is 20. Okay, do this one again. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 10 is 40. Divided by 20 is 2. There we go. Woo! I'm no help here. I can't add 29 and 22. Yeah, no, that was not an easy one. Especially because the order of operations is not the way you would normally do it in math. All right, so we got the silver key, so that's good. So that dead-ended us, right? Yeah. All right. So now we're going to go this way. Now we know that we have these two available up here later. And we do have a silver key for that. So that actually would be kind of good. It's the planetarium. We could dead end the breaker box here. And hope that we get the garage up there. We could redraw the floor plans. Yeah, let's redraw. No. Save that for an emergency. Do I really want the pool room here? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've been counting stuff all week, so if the math isn't +1, I'm no good. Yeah, because counting is not really math, right? Counting is just adding 1. Unless you're counting by 5s. Then it's adding 1 plus 4. Again and again. Oh, I never even looked at this. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some of the rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, unless otherwise. Okay, all right, so no running. I like how that's just like added in at the end. No running. Toilet paper. Why do you need toilet paper at the pool? That is disgusting. It's no longer the pool, it's the poo. Oh, we wanted to go this way anyway. All right, now we can do the utility closet, right? For sure. Cool. Need more temp staff to do the counting? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, garage is on. Gymnasium off. And then we got to do this thing again, right? Oh, wait. Turn this red. There we go. Turn that red. There we go. Turn that red. And that red. And that red. There we go. All right. So those are all purple now. And I don't think I'm going to shut down the security system yet. We've got the staff ready to go, but I can't use them until approved. I gotta use the digits. Use them to digits. Can anybody read what this says down here? Cabinet? So we would need a fuse for the cabinet. Why would a cabinet have electricity? All right, well, whatever. Okay, flan. Oh, desert and dessert. We did that one already. Time for this girl to get some sleep. Time for this boy to get some sleep. But kind of enjoying this right now. So I got to go through. And this is not a game you can stop either. So I can't like just stop, save it. Just kind of bag of suck when you think about it. We can use the gymnasium because we shut off the lights in it. So we don't pay the price. Yeah, have a wonderful birthday. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. I'm going to be out playing some music tomorrow. So I will play the happy birthday song for you while I'm out doing music. Or we'll just do a cover of The Cure probably, but... Alright, not the kitchen. Do the West Wing Hall, because I don't want to lose money. Just plain and plan. We've done that one. I think we've got all the letters, by the way, guys. So I think the next thing I'm gonna want to do is start mixing with the letters eventually. All right, so let's do bedroom. I'm not going to do it today. I'll have to do it another day, but all right. Does this cost a key? I'm not going to waste a key on that. There's a good chance that it has a key in it, but wait, I thought I had 2 keys. Guess I don't. Drawing room, is that going to be, that's of no help, right? All right, corridor, because corridor is always unlocked. And then we'll go to the end here and see. This would be a good dead end to be at. Ooh, the pump room. Secret passage. Now, we have not done secret passage. I need to see what this is. Oh, that's cool. But it doesn't go anywhere. I thought it said go to a room of the color of your choice. Oh, okay. Oh, you pick a color. Oh, dude, that was dumb. So I had to pick blue. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I messed it up. Where's the blue book anyway? I don't see a blue book. Could I not pick blue? I see orange. I see green. I see purple. I see red, and I see gold. I don't see any blue. So we couldn't pick a blue one. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. So I don't... Oh, you have to have no room on the other side. Ah, okay. Well, that was dumb. All right, now I got to go all the way back up to here. Holy crap, that's going to be a lot of wasted steps, but that'll guarantee that we're at least going to end the day, right? Yeah, that way. Okay. Did we get the commissary anywhere? I don't think so, right? All right, parlor. So we're actually a little screwed. A little. Not a lot, but a little. Oh, we do have the commissary. Okay, so we might... What can we give? Can we buy anything for two quarters? Oh, no. Okay, we can't. Not yet. We're getting there, though. All right, silver key. On this one. Okay, we have regular key. All right, use regular key first. Save silver key. Garage. Nice. Okay, it has 3 keys in it as well, so that's actually pretty good. All right. Christoph. Hey, it's to me. This is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for, lordship, you blah blah blah. All right, it's Miss Babbage. So Christoph is the driver. I'll add that name later. Let me get the keys first. It says there's 3 keys in here, but oh, there they are. 1, 2, 3. What's this do? Anything? Aha! Ha ha ha! We did it! We did it! Yay! West path. This is the path you can't get to any other way, right? Right, this goes here. Can I open this up now? No, it's just blocked. All right, that's fine. Okay, we got some more bird baths. We have a plank. Oh, they're playing music, so we're definitely in an odd area now. Oh, this is like, it's like a raised lip, I guess. Okay, we haven't lost any steps out here yet, so that's pretty good. Oh, we opened this side. Aha! That should permanently open this, right? The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Yeah! All right, so now we can come back here whenever we want. All right, let's take a look down over here. Nice. Okay. Cross the bridge. Oh, is this the bunker? Archie. Oh, Archie. This is nice. Items for trade. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Special floor plans now cost additional footsteps instead of yeah, I want that. Because we won't have to pay gems. So now whenever we start the day, we can come over here and get a free room. Right? And what do you say? What do you got? Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication to the maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. Your half-hearted maintenance of the grounds has been appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper in Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. The decision has been made after careful consideration. Is based on repeated observations and documented instances of neglect the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You're required to vacate the hovel of the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wage will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage. She seems to be managing the staff, not Uncle Sinclair. All right, Mr. Ravane. All right, I will add Ravane to my list of people. Mr. Ravane, former grounds keeper. Christoph is the driver. Mrs. Babbage was mad at the driver too, so she's mad at the driver. She's mad at the former groundskeeper. She complained about somebody else too. I forget who else she complained about, but come on, there's got to be something else here. I can't have a frying pan. We can't have nice things. Can't have a broom. Oh, cool. Okay, so that starts that one. And if I go to the apple orchard, oh, I don't have to start the other one. Okay, all right, so the other one's already started. Oh, that's so cool. So we just have to find 2 more, I think, of those. They might be in green rooms. Had to change PCs. Well, we just lit a second torch outside, so we're getting there. I can't get over there. All right, I'll have to go back this way. All right, so there's nothing else in that area. This is cool because it didn't charge us very much. Oh, come on, I want to get down there. All right, well, this was cool that we were able to do this, because now we can come over to the hovel, or actually to whatever that is, and we can get a bonus every day. Oh, oh, it's close. Oh, if I can find the pump room, I can bring it down even more. School holiday kicks off today, and the elders just zipped out to a friend's place. That's how it always happens, right? They're like hanging out, having a good time, and then they just disappear. All right, so I basically killed our run to get that, but that's okay because that was definitely worth it. I'm wondering if I should. I'm wondering if I should go back and check out that room that I'm missing. Yeah, he's at the age now where I think he gets to claim a bit of independence. Yeah. My son finally, he has always been a very cautious kid. He's finally starting to make like the stupid mistakes that I used to make as a kid. I've started to feel like maybe I was just a really horrifyingly bad child growing up, because like he just doesn't do the dumb things I used to do. And so the other day, he's got a friend over, a nice kid, really nice kid. And so they're both playing, and my wife had taken them outside. They were using the bikes, and they were using the we have a cart, a go-kart, but it's not powered by a motor. It's just one that you can pedal and you can ride it as well. So like she's leaving, I got home and I was sick. It was like one of those times where I was not feeling well, where I was coming down with a flu, not the COVID time, it was the second time. And so I was like, I have to lay on the couch. She's like, you guys play. And they're like, we're going to go play outside. And the one thing she says to him, she says, okay, if you're going to take the bikes or anything else out into the street, you need to come and get dad. Yep, we understand that. She said, I'm not kidding. You guys need to come in the house and get dad. Okay. Well, they didn't. Of course, I hear them screaming outside. And I hear like, it sounds like a giant skateboard coming down the street. And then I hear it again, and I hear them screaming and laughing and giggling. And then I hear it again. So I'm like, they really, seriously, they're not doing this, right? So I go outside, and yeah, they're taking that go-kart down the hill on the street that's the most dangerous, because there's a lot of cars that come flying up and down that street. And also they could just like go right down the hill and go flying, basically. So this was not a good situation. So I go out and I'm mad, and I'm like, get that thing off the street. And he's still riding it. I'm like, get it off the street. And he takes it all the way down to the driveway and comes in, and I'm flipped out. I'm like, when I tell you to get that thing off the street, I mean it. So anyway, make him and his friend go inside, and I'm mad. I'm super mad, and I'm texting my wife, and she's like, now hold on. She's like, hold on. She's like, you might be going a little off the deep end with this. And I'm like, no, you told him not to do it. He went out and did it anyway, and he lied. He basically looked you in the face and he lied. Made me get up and go do it. Of course, because I'm thinking this in terms of what I would have done, you know. Turns out, you know, his friend goes home, and I go to talk to him about it, and it suddenly dawns on me that the reason he didn't immediately take the cart out of the street and put it on the sidewalk is because I didn't tell him to do that. And so he didn't know what to do. So he just kept going. So I kind of forgive that. And then I'm, you know, trying to ask him like, why would you do something like this? And I'm looking at it and I'm realizing, no, he didn't lie. He just did that because he wasn't thinking. Whereas me, as that kid, would have lied. It would have, not only would I have done it, I would have gone to the other street where I couldn't be caught and come down the other street way far away from my own house, which would be even more dangerous because that one continues to go down the hill. And that's where I realized, I was like, oh, well, yeah, he's not like me at all. I was like, he's not that kid that's intentionally getting in trouble because he just wants to do what he wants to do. So that was my first thing where I just realized, okay, well, yeah, I guess I was just one of those kids that tried to do everything the wrong way. So, but it's like one of the first times he's done something like that. Like, he doesn't do stupid things like that, like physically dangerous stuff. So I'm figuring he'll be like that when it gets to the age where he gets the independence. So he's not going to just zip off and go to a friend's house without telling us, unless he just does it thoughtlessly and not necessarily doing it as like intentionally, like I used to do. Oh man, I used to do things and then pretend I had no idea what I did. Yeah. All right, let's see. I think I'm gonna try to get that one last room, then I'm going to bed. No, I guess that doesn't work. Our kids are pretty responsible. We're lucky. They come to us a lot. So yeah, I'm thankful for that. Exactly, because I know how I used to run it. I know the games I used to run. And I was not responsible. I was the opposite of responsible. I was intentionally irresponsible. Youngest was just assessed for autism and he's just on the spectrum. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Not necessarily a bad thing. He's checking for permission. Yeah, that's how Patrick is too. He's always asking for permission for things that he shouldn't even be asking permission for. Let's just use a regular key. Coat check, because right, I can tuck an item away for next time. I don't even know if I have an item though, do I? Oh yeah, my running shoes, or the silver key. Silver key. Okay, cool. All right, so that should, I don't think I have any other way that I can go. I think we are locked out. But we did get out of the garage. And we got to go down the west path and open the west path up. So west path is opened up. I wish we could see the outside too. Huh. Anyway, yeah, so we have 6 stars. We got the outer room open and the west gate open. And we figured out that the pump room is draining the fountain. The fountain has a circular staircase. So I got to find the pump room again and really figure out how to work the pump room. So that will be the next thing. I had a couple of helpers at work who are clearly on the spectrum and they are very nervous to ask for clarification. So they clam up. Now, yeah, that's too far if they don't ask at all because they're too much social anxiety to do that. Confident enough to ask, yeah, absolutely, you know. And it's like having a bit of that spectrum is not necessarily, like I said, not necessarily a bad thing. And it's funny because the spectrum, you can be on the spectrum for many different reasons, just a little bit. But if it's permission, organization, and stuff like that, that's the good one, you know. Whereas some of the other ones are not so good, like the avoiding contact, avoiding social situations, being unable to understand emotions, read faces, because some people have just that a little bit, which is not good. So it does sound like, at least if they've got it, it's a positive or mostly positive thing. All right, let's call this one a day. Always feel free to ask for help and clarity. And yeah, we do that a lot with Patrick too. We always say, hey, you know, don't worry about whether we're gonna get upset. Don't worry about whether you think it's a good question or whether you think it's a smart question. You know, just ask. We love answering questions. We love talking to you. So, you know, and it's funny because once we do say that to him, we remind him of it. And sometimes we have to remind him again. You know, it's like, even though we've said it once, we have to remind him again. And then once we've said it, he's much more likely to talk, you know, like especially with things that bother him. And I said, you know, when something's bugging you, you can just quite literally ask me, you know, just ask me a question or talk to me or tell me what's going on, or ask me if I had the same thing when I was your age. And so, yeah, when we do that, it's a good thing that you do that, because yeah, when you, it's because I'm frowning, not because I'm frustrated, because I'm processing. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is understanding how we sound to our kids, because I sound angry, or I sound upset, or I sound disappointed a lot. And that's just my voice. It's just how I talk. And it's funny because it taught me a lesson that I'm that way at work. And I sigh when people ask me questions that are frustrating, not because I'm frustrated with them, because I'm frustrated at the question, you know, or like they'll report something to me that's frustrating and I will sigh and they will think I'm mad at them. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, I'm not upset. And they're like, well, I told you, I asked you if you could take this ticket, and you went, I went, yeah, I did that because I knew that the ticket was frustrating. I knew who it was for. They're like, oh, I thought you were mad because I asked you to take the ticket. I'm like, why would I be mad at that? But, you know, it's not obvious. People are not mind readers. So anyway, I'm going to drop YouTube off at the curb here. YouTube, say hi to your mom for me, would you? And you're up, YouTube. And we'll see you probably tomorrow for another Beggars View Circus, because we got to get some more views. Thank you so much for hanging out with YouTube. Get out of here. Actually, like and subscribe, by the way. I got to remember to say like and subscribe when we start. Tomorrow, somebody remind me when we start YouTube, say like and subscribe right away. Like and subscribe. Thank you. It's the Beggars View Circus. I'm begging you. Please, please, please get out of here, YouTube. Your goal.